So we got another epic chapter of Dragon Ball Super. And what makes this even more amazing is that Goku and Vegeta are not the reasons why this chapter is great. So we start off with, I guess, the Namekians, with Goku and Vegeta recouping. We come to find out the Namekian fodder, the merged Namekians that we got introduced to last chapter, are pretty much done. They got fodderized, they're at fodder level, so they're done. Anyway, this scene kind of reveals to us that there's a Dragon Ball where Goku and Vegeta's at, so it sets up Moro coming back, and we get in the Goku and Vegeta versus Moro rematch. And then we go over to where Moro's at, and Goku kind of reveals that Moro's able to detect where the Dragon Balls are. Cranberry's using a scout, and he can't pinpoint where the Dragon Ball is located because he's searching a pot. And Moro's like, no, just search that structure. It's inside there. And just like how Vegeta did back in the day, he was able to detect where the Dragon Ball's at. Then we go over to Earth and Dende's lookout, and then we come to find out that Dende and Piccolo, they're aware of what's going on Namek because they can sense what's the danger. Plus, Piccolo's like, oh, something happened to Goku Vegeta's ki, so I can't sense it all that much. Unfortunately, that's so disappointing because it seems like this is all they're going to do. I was kind of hoping Piccolo would step up and do something because it's his home planet, so guess not. I guess they're going to leave it up to Goku Vegeta. Anyway, I get the feeling whoever's wish gets granted is pretty much going to be Porunga that grants it because, I mean, look at the Dragon Balls that have been collected. We see one of the Namekians trying to run away and stuffing a Dragon Ball under his shirt, and the next time we see Moro on the ship, he's got 6 of the Dragon Balls, which means he's on his way to Goku Vegeta for the 7th. Moro's able to give back the uniforms to Goku Vegeta. He says that uniforms were like this, so I'm guessing they materialized the outfits for Goku and Vegeta. We know this because Piccolo was able to do the same thing for Gohan back in the day, so it would just make sense that other Namekians have that ability too. He hands it over to Goku and Vegeta, and Vegeta's like, oh, did you have to leave the symbol on that? So that was kind of funny. Then Vegeta detects Moro, says like he's on his way here. Barely have enough energy anymore to use instant transmission, which in my opinion means no more sensor beams for Goku and Vegeta. So whatever they do, they have to do it in this state, unless they get healed by Boo, which I don't see happening. And then we get a pretty good character moment for Vegeta when he's talking to the Namek Elder, Moro. He's pretty much asking, hey, do you harbor any grudges against me, any ill will because I slaughtered some of your Namekians back in the day? And Moro's like, no. And Moro's like, no. We don't have that in us. We only want to seek out peace. We don't harbor any ill will or grudges, so that's kind of cool. And when this scene does 2 things, it kind of set me back a little bit. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? So Vegeta's like, hey, Goku, if you survive, I want you to make that wish to restore all the Namekians back to life, which we kind of figured that would be the case anyway, but it kind of threw me off because it's like, if you survive. Now, I'm like, hold up. If this was the Vegeta from the previous arc, he would have said, if we went on the lines of it when we survive, we'll use those Dragon Balls to wish back the Namekians. Instead, he said, if you survive Kakarot, you're going to make that wish. Which I don't know why Goku would make that wish, considering if it's going to take place on Namek, Goku doesn't know how to speak Namekian, so I don't see how that works. But if it does turn out the fact that they make that wish, I think it's going to be Vegeta that relays that message onto Namekian so they can translate it to Porunga. It just makes sense that Vegeta's going to be the one to do it. And then Goku and Vegeta, they charge up the ki. It's similar to what happened on the world of the Kais, the Supreme Kai's world, when they try and lure Kid Buu, but they only have enough energy to charge up the ki, and then they charge towards Moro. Before anything happens, we get the introduction of Miras and the Galactic Patrol. That's the fire's beam on his wrist, I guess. The equipment that's able to fire blast, take out the ship. Moro's flying into the air, and then Moro just sends a barrage of energy blast. Now this is really cool because Miras, I think he did this before, where he's just using his boots, and if you look very close, you can see like what looks to be suction caps, where you can stand on the energy blast and use those as pretty much footholds to get to. He just summons a fluid from his wrist, which sounds kind of gross, but ends up using that to summon some fluid to surround Moro, so he gets pretty much imprisoned. For the most part, he said, I can't keep this up for long. You need to do something about this. Secret weapon, and it turns out it's Majin Buu. It's funny because he can't fit for the ship, then he ends up falling down to the ground. It looks like he's asleep again. but then he just gets back up. This is something I've been pushing for ever since Boo was introduced in this arc. That he's going to have a crucial role in this arc, and it turns out now is the case. And even Jacko is like, this is our secret weapon. It turns out Boo has been hypnotized to make him think he's the Great Lord of Lords, the Kaio. So I was wondering how they were going to use the Kaio's power with Majin and Boo. I didn't expect hypnotism, so I've got to give him credit for that. So he gets pissed because he's triggered about the past. Since he's hypnotized, he's pretty much the presence of the Kaio, the Great Lord, the Grand Supreme Kaio, right? The fluid that's trying to detain Moro, he just busts out of that because I guess he gets triggered by it. Boo charges towards Moro. Moro tries to use the lava in the ground. Now I'm glad they clarified what attacks these were, because considering the fact that I thought Moro was using the energy of the planet, but no, he's manipulating the lava inside the ground, target Boo to try and fire at Boo. It doesn't work because he just flies straight through it, no fucks given, and he punches the hell out of Moro. So he pierces Boo through the chest or through the stomach. Doesn't do anything because he can reform, he can regenerate, so it's not a big problem. And I love this panel where he just gets right in Moro's face and he just sends him flying with his belly. That was kind of funny. Sends a barrage of mouth energy blasts, mouth energy beams at Moro. Presents a what if question. If what would have happened if Boo never had fallen asleep? If he had taken part in the Tournament of Power, how broken Boo would have been. Now, I'm not saying that Frieza could have been introduced in that arc. I'm saying you could have had Boo replaced somebody else, like Krillin, Tien, or Roshi. And especially in the manga, because Krillin was the first one eliminated in the tournament, which tries to gather the energy and use the same attack he used on Goku and Vegeta in the previous chapter to fire at Boo. It does absolutely nothing, because this is how broken Boo is. He just kicks it into the air like a football. Is he going to get the job done? I don't know. Because he comes flying it on the top of Moro and just smashes him on top of the head. Goku and Vegeta kind of recognize, oh, wait a minute, Boo's energy isn't going down. Moro isn't able to absorb Boo's energy like he's done to Goku and Vegeta, which raises the question, how is he able to do that? Now, if he has a defense against Moro's absorption, that makes sense because he's been alive for as long as Moro has when it comes to experience. And first immediate question, is Boo going to take out Moro? Personally, I don't think so, but I do like the role of put Boo in. That being said, if he has the presence of the Great Lord of Lords, and he gives that message on to Goku and Vegeta, I can definitely see that being an asset in the final fight when Goku and Vegeta step in. Now, they do say they don't have much energy, so I can, because there's no Senzu beans or no Namekians to heal them, I could definitely see a fusion technique happening. There's no Batara earrings to use, and I said this in my Super Dragon Ball Heroes video because it's all setting up now. Now they could throw a twist, and I would love if they, with Boo actually defeating Moro after all this, that'd be kind of cool. But I don't think that's going to be the case, only because of what Vegeta said. It's like it's been setting up his character too. Now we could have another arrival, like I've been saying in the previous chapter. Frieza could show up because and Goku and Vegeta time to fuse, and because of this defense that Boo having his energy absorbed, like Goku and Vegeta did in the previous chapter. Now I don't think that's going to be the end of it, because Moro has more. He has 10 million years of experience, so I get the feeling he's going to use something else to give him the advantage, and that's where Goku and Vegeta's going to step in. But they have no power to fight Moro yet. So unless they get healed by Boo, I don't see any reason other than fusion working, and I don't see Moro standing around waiting to fuse. That could be the case, but there's been too many references to Frieza, so I don't know if that's going to play a role. But all or not, if Gogeta does appear, he may use the same technique that Boo used to have his energy absorbing, and that's where he can kick in. We could get Ultra Instinct, but the chapter was great because it highlights Boo like we've been wanting from the beginning. And that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this review if you did. Subscribe to the channel for Dragon Ball Super. Catch you guys later. Thanks, guys. Bye.